Hit that like and subscribe, and join the Noti Gang by tapping that bell icon. This is episode 4 of my New to Cold War series. So far, we have learned how to get free weapons unlocked, free blueprints unlocked, free camos unlocked, and one of the best methods for obtaining Ethereum crystals. Check out the previous New to Cold War episodes in the description. With our newly acquired Tier 4 PhD slider perk, we will be heading to my favorite spot on Mauer de Toten. We will be glitching through this wall right here. You are going to need PhD slider Tier 4 or higher, and having stamina up equipped will make it a lot easier. If you are not using melee, then you will need Mule Kick Tier 2 so that the zombies drop ammo. You will want to jump, press slide while in the air, and pause just before you hit the ground. If done right, you will slide right through. Quickly move under the steps as soon as you get in to avoid death barrier damage. All the zombies will pile up above you, making this a really great spot for melee. You won't be able to pick up any of the power-ups under here, but you can still pick up everything else that the zombies drop. To get out, simply jump out of this wall when you want to leave. Make sure you are pack-a-punching as often as you can. You're going to want to save one zombie at the end of a round so that it'll be easier when trying to wall breach. Always make sure you exfil before you quit the game if you are going for those Ethereum crystals. And the higher the rounds you reach, the more crystals you will obtain. Now that we have a high enough level, we can finally buy ourselves the Ether Shroud upgrade, and we want that to be at least Tier 3. Another good one to buy early on is the melee upgrade, and we also want that to be Tier 3. This will make it easier to melee zombies in the early rounds. I also recommend leveling up whichever weapon class you plan on using the most, even though you will probably want to level them all up at some point. You are going to want the Brain Rot mod to be Tier 5 if you are planning on doing full AFK glitches. The most important perk for the full AFK glitch is Elemental Pop, and it will need to be Tier 5, so that each time you reload, it will kill any zombies that are around. I also recommend unlocking the C58 assault rifle. In multiplayer, you will need to get one long shot in 15 different matches. This will be easy if you have a long-range scope on one of your assault rifles. Then head into a hardcore free-for-all match and try to shoot any player you see that is far away. Once you have that unlocked, then you have everything you need to get into a full AFK glitch. Check the description for some of my full AFK glitch videos. I quit the game once I passed round 110. I ended up getting about 450,000 XP. It gives terrible weapon experience, so only use this method when going for combat levels, battle pass levels, or Ethereum crystals. As you can see, I ended up walking away with a nice amount of crystals, and I wasn't even touching the controller most of the time. This is what I recommend you spend your crystals on first. Level up Shatter Blast and get that to Tier 5, as well as Brain Rot, which should also be Tier 5. PhD Slider is good at Tier 4, and I recommend getting Death Perception to Tier 4 as well. Mule Kick is good at Tier 3 for now, but max it out later. Save leveling up Tombstone for last, unless you play with a friend a lot, or if you plan on being downed a lot. I strongly recommend Deadshot Daiquiri gets to at least Tier 4, just make sure you max it out later. Elemental Pop, of course, should be Tier 5. I find Stamina Up to be perfectly fine at its default level, but level it up if you like. Starting Quick Revive off at Tier 2 is good, but you will want to get it to Tier 5 eventually. You will want Speed Cola to be at least Tier 3, especially if you are using weapons that reload slowly. Juggernog should be at least Tier 4, but you will want this to be Tier 5 as soon as you can. Field upgrades are personal preference, so level up whichever you like. but I recommend Ether Shroud Tier 5, Healing Aura at Tier 3 or higher, especially if you play with a friend. Ring of Fire will need to be Tier 5, but Tier 3 is a good place to start. You can keep Frenzy Guard on default, but you'll want it to be Tier 4 eventually. Toxic Growth you'll want to be at least Tier 4 so that you will have 3 charges available. I never use Tesla Storm, Frost Blast, or Energy Mine, but level those up if you plan on using them. I recommend leveling up the perks and field upgrades that can help you in glitches before you level up weapon classes. And this concludes the new to Cold War episodes, and you should now be able to do every single glitch that I post. Hope this has helped, and we'll see you next time.